and to be playing him in the video game, playing his grandfather, be playing a version of Black Panther, and looking on there and seeing that it's me, and I pinch myself. I still can't believe, that it's happening, but it's going to be so good.
Be careful, stand wasami.
When am I not?
The King of Wakanda has finally returned. But anyways, welcome back, true believers and all you merry Marvelites out there, to another very exciting video relating to an upcoming Marvel game, which is still fully planned to officially release later this year in 2025. And despite the fact that it's been nearly one whole year since we last saw this game in action, we not only recently received some brand new and exclusive details about the game straight from the mouth of one of its main actors, but we also now have a more specific time frame as to when this game is going to launch later this year. And to remind all of you exactly what this Marvel game is, I am directly referring to the brand new AAA single-player story-driven cinematic-focused Marvel game, which is currently being developed by Skydance New Media and the main creator of the Uncharted series of Amy Hennig, with the one and only Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra. So if you're beyond excited like I am for the upcoming worldwide release of Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra later this year, then definitely be sure to thwip that like button and subscribe to the channel for even more Marvel Games videos like this down the line. So as it was reported by the MCU Direct, is that we did get a brand new exclusive interview about Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra straight from the mouth of one of the main actors of the game's core cast, with none other than Khary Payton, who, if you're aware, is going to be playing T'Challa's grandfather in Marvel 1943 as the World War II era Black Panther of Azuri. And what's even more interesting about this interview is that this actually took place at the same exact convention where we recently heard brand new information about Marvel's Spider-Man 3, which also came directly from some of that game's most prominent actors of Yuri Lowenthal and Tara Platt. And in case you somehow missed that Marvel Spider-Man 3 news, I already thoroughly covered all that information within my most recent video. But in regards to Marvel 1943, the MCU Direct went on to state the following. During a recent interview, one of the voice actors behind Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra narrowed the game's release window. The new action-adventure title from Uncharted creator Amy Hennig and her new studio at Skydance New Media is set to take comic book fans back in time. It tells a superpowered tale of Black Panther and Captain America, as they form an uneasy alliance to battle Hydra forces in World War II era France. Despite the game being developed for over 5 years, little is still known about it. It has been revealed to be a third-person action game, is seemingly set for a 2025 release, and will come to PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. And this is everything that Khary had to say about the matter.
I have to ask you about Marvel 1943.
Yeah.
I think it's 43, right?
Yes,
okay. I thought it was like 42, 43?
Yeah.
1943. When are we going to see it, man?
Dude,
Any teases? This year, next year?
We're still
Roughly.
planning on 2025.
Okay.
We're thinking like a Christmas situation, but I'm so excited. If you would have told me that after everything that happened with the Marvel universe and everything, and as a black kid growing up in America, I mean, of course you like think of I want to be Black Panther, and then you see it on the big screen and you see Chadwick bring him to life, and you're just like, you know what, this is better than I ever thought it could be, and to be playing him in the video game, playing his grandfather, be playing a version of Black Panther, and looking on there and seeing that it's me. It's like the most photorealistic. We want people to play this game and to have the entire family, sit on the sofa and watch it like they're watching Game of Thrones or The Walking Dead or something. We're looking for just an incredible cinematic, experience for everybody. And I pinch myself. I still can't believe, that it's happening. But it's going to be so good. Amy Hennig, who did the Uncharted series, is the director and writer of the series creator. She is just so amazing. And I'm like, man, we couldn't ask for a better, you know, kind of head of this project. So I know it's taken a while, but trust me, it is going to be worth it.
Can you tease how connected? Like, is it kind of a really contained story, or are we gonna get a lot of fun little Marvel Easter eggs from various corners of the world?
We're gonna do some traveling. We're not gonna be just sitting in a coffee shop in Paris.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. We're gonna do some moving. So I'm excited for you to see it.
Now, I don't know about all of you, but there was a lot to dissect within Khary's statements. Primarily is that we now have a general idea is that given the fact that Marvel 1943 is still planned to release this year in 2025, it was specifically stated by Khary himself that he believes Marvel 1943 could release around Christmas of this year, which could also roughly translate to the holiday season of 2025. And to be more exact, that could either mean releasing either in November or December of this year, which I definitely think would give Skydance just enough development time to make sure that the game is completely polished right before they decide to make it go gold, as well as being a massive AAA heavy-hitting game that Marvel would want to release around the holiday shopping season. And granted, while we have yet to see any official gameplay of Marvel 1943, which we will dive into in just a second, I still think that the development for Marvel 1943 is right on track, and that Skydance will definitely make sure to hit that 2025 timeframe. And speaking of the gameplay, Payton actually described something that we've heard about this title for quite some time now. To paraphrase what Khary stated is that he wants people to play Marvel 1943 and have the entire family watching, sitting on a sofa, and enjoying it like they're seeing a series like Game of Thrones, and truly emphasizes the cinematic quality that Marvel 1943 will entail. And for any of you diehard gamers out there, this could both be seen as a good and bad sign. For one, we already know that Amy Hennig is fully capable of making an incredibly amazing and outstanding gaming experience, especially given what we've seen with the Uncharted games, which I have no doubt is going to be incorporated within the aesthetic of Marvel 1943. But at the same time, and I have made videos about this already, which you should definitely make sure to watch in case you haven't already, is that Amy Hennig also stated in the past that she is actually taking inspiration from more cinematic-like games similar to that of Quantic Dream titles like Detroit Become Human and Heavy Rain. And that is the type of gaming experience that is going to be incorporated into some form of the gameplay for Marvel 1943. Not to mention the fact that Marvel 1943 is being developed on Unreal Engine 5, which is hands down going to make this experience one of the most graphically realistic Marvel games ever made, which alternatively also might imply that the game might be more of an interactive cinematic experience more so than a traditional action-adventure game like Uncharted or Spider-Man. Now, for me personally, is that I'm actually a major fan of every single one of Quantic Dream's games. So if we pretty much end up seeing Marvel 1943 as Marvel's version of that type of game, I genuinely wouldn't mind to see a different type of genre take front and center compared to our standard action-adventure games that we've seen so many of. But don't worry everybody, because it looks like that we actually might be able to see gameplay of Marvel 1943 sooner rather than later. If you do recall, is that we did receive our first official look at the story trailer of Marvel 1943 all the way back during the Game Developers Conference in 2024, which was officially shown to the world as part of the Unreal Engine demonstration for that convention. And wouldn't you know it, the same exact convention will be happening again this month in March, particularly from March 17th through March 21st. Now, while it isn't fully guaranteed that Marvel 1943 will appear during this year's GDC, I definitely think that this is the soonest that we could see official gameplay be unveiled for Marvel 1943. So definitely make sure to keep your eyes peeled for even more Marvel 1943 news in just a couple weeks' time. In the end, everybody, Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra is definitely going to be a make or break situation purely based on how the gameplay is going to function for certain gamers. Everything that we've heard about this title so far has either been in relation to its story or its incredible visual graphics, but little to nothing has been unveiled about the gameplay, which definitely needs to be the next thing that we see from this game. And I for one am simply going to be crossing my fingers and hoping for the best of both worlds. But with all that said, everybody, that's the video I have for all you today, and please let me know all your thoughts in the comment section down below. On a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you for Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra? And if you had to choose a certain gameplay style for this experience, would you rather have it be more like Uncharted or Detroit Become Human? Let me know what you think. Be sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you did enjoy, and for more Marvel games videos like this in the future. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay merry, Marvelites, and until next time, peace out.